good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. Rashawn Perriman, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grab the lead. The clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Jameis now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make... He's got plenty of arm to do it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Easy. He's heavy on the edges. Check, 55 to Mike. Sonic. 55. Let's keep bringing it. Let's go.
Now Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Off to Geis on the screen. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Being chased down, and Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or has moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rashad Perriman. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two. From the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Big yardage that time for the Redskins. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
First down, Washington.
Set. Go to bench. 45. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Shift.
On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
A gain of 15. And the Redskin first down.
Now a run with Geis. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose when it's all on the line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will be set up now as he... brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Here we go. 60 out low.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. 16 yards on the game's first play, and a quick first down.
16 yards. Complete to Paul Richardson. First and goal on the 2-yard line.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 47 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Bengals 41-yard line.
From the 41, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Check it.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals, time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton, his throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the 29, Haskins. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They run with Thompson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 51 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Andy Dalton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down.
368. Recon, 132 fighter. 368.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
368.
This will be Dalton again. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Haskins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Buying time to his left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's another Washington Redskins first down.
They run again on first down. Peterson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
just shy of midfield. Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this one's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
there goes Green, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 47 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Sims. He's got it. The 30. 10. And he takes it.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded at the 6. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
Here we go.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, 52 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
On second and 9, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
55 my guy. 55.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said, Moment.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows.